guys, I'm just Josh, and welcome back to the next episode of our Pokemon Ultra Moon Martyrlocke. In the last episode, we went on an emotional roller coaster. Basically, if you do not want spoilers, I'm about to spoil some big stuff that happened, so you should just go back and watch the last episode and see what happened yourself. Or if you don't want to, I understand. We had probably what is our best encounter in the entire game thus far. And then we also lost a Pokemon, which is extremely upsetting. We encountered a Mega Lucario, which is amazing, and it stayed Mega upon capturing it, which is sick. So I have a Mega Lucario sitting in the box waiting for me whenever I want to use it. Unfortunately, we also lost Retro the Wooper against a Chandelure, which I knew Chandelure was a tough boy, but I did not think we would potentially lose Wooper there, which is upsetting. And in today's episode, as you can see, it's been a new day, new change of clothes, and I've had some time to think about things. That does not make today's episode any easier because, in all likelihood, in today's episode, we will be making our second sacrifice here of our Pokemon Ultra Moon Martyrlocke. Oh, by the way, Scalchip, the Duat, has replaced Wooper on the team. And here's the rest of the team. So here's the thing. I said in between episodes I was going to figure out who the heck I was going to sacrifice, because that's coming up very shortly. I couldn't pick. I have no idea. But I did think about it a little bit longer. And if you guys remember, there is a rule concerning sacrificing, which is, it states that a Pokemon must survive a round of sacrifice in order to be sacrificed itself. In other words, since we just added Scalchip the Duat, I can't just go sacrifice Scalchip the Duat because that's too easy. And the only Pokemon that we have on our team that have survived a round of sacrifice, if you remember, the last Pokemon we sacrificed was Fingius the Fungus. And the only Pokemon that were on our team already before that sacrifice were Pinelope, Suckerbird, Rexter, and Waxamillion. Now, I can tell you with 100% certainty I will not be sacrificing Waxamillion, so our choice essentially comes down to Suckerbird, Rexter, and Pinelope. I still haven't fully decided which of those I want to do, but by the end of this episode, I'm going to go ahead and need to, which is a little bit scary. Now, what I'm hoping, fingers crossed here, because we are going to start today's episode off with an encounter here on Route 5. We did not get it in the last episode, which is okay. We are going to get it to start this episode. Now, what I am really hoping is that this encounter makes my decision a little bit easier, because to be honest, there's nobody really currently in the box that strikes me as like there's no perfect replacements, I should say. Could we make do with some of them? Yes. But there's no perfect replacement in the PC right now for any Pokemon that we have, which stinks. So what we're going to do is get our Route 5 encounter here, cross our fingers, and hope that it gives us a decent chance, a decent option to switch out. Let's not dilly-dally too long. Our Route 5 encounter, come on, something fantastic here. Our Route 5 encounter is going to be... you get like a... Is it your nose? You get like a little cherry on the tip of your tongue. Interesting. It's a Mienshao. It's level 16. Now, what's a shame here is this does not help me in the slightest with who I want to sacrifice, because we already have another fighting type in the box in the form of Mega Lucario, who I would probably add over this Pokemon almost any time. There's almost a you're a fast person. That's exciting. I cannot think of a single time when I would ever add. Don't get me wrong, Mienshao's good, but I still can't think of a time where I would add a Mienshao over a Mega Lucario, except for maybe the fact that this thing is level 16, whereas I think Mega Lucario was 11 or 12, so it's less grinding, which is nice. And we do have a trial coming up, so if we can avoid grinding at all, I think that's a good thing. You scared me a little bit there, Suckerberg. I gotta say, if you would have cost us an encounter there, that would have made my decision a little bit easier, except I don't have an electric type in the box, which is kind of a shame. Would really like to add have another electric type in the box, but you know, all's well that ends well. Mienshao was captured. I think it was male. Did I see that right? And that it was male. Mienshao's data will be out of the Pokedex, of course. We've already seen a Mienfoo apparently. Mienshao will now be captured. Mienshau's a cool Pokemon. I'm happy with it. When Mienshao lets out a bizarre wail, you're in danger. A flurry of kicks and chops too fast to see is about to be unleashed. Yes, I would love to give Mienshao. It is a male. Mienshao a nickname. First thing I thought of when I thought of Mienshao is the old show Xiaolin Showdown. Have you guys ever seen that show? You ever seen that show? It's a good cartoon from when I was a kid. I can't remember the name of any of the... It was like a kung fu show, and I can't remember the name of any of the kids on it. It was like these little kids with these kung fu, and they collect these little talismans, and it gives them cool powers. But I can't remember the name of any of the characters on the show. So I'm going to look up some of the characters from that show, and we're going to nickname this thing after one of the characters from Xiaolin Showdown. Okay, so the main character from Xiaolin Showdown's name was Omi, and I think we're going to go ahead and combine that with another fighting style, which is similar. Wrap this all up into this nice fighting package, aka Judo, as in the Judo Chop, and we're going to call this thing Judomi. And Judomi is going to get sent to the box. Judomi, I would love to use you eventually. We actually got to use a Mienshao in our Pokemon Red and Blue 721 playthrough, but it never learned a fighting type move. So I didn't really get to see it at its full potential, which is extremely upsetting to me. We need Scowl Chip to get a little bit of experience, so before I jump into these trainer battles, I just want to, see what else we could have found in this area, you know, make myself very upset. See what else we could have found in this area. Oof. That's just kind of frightening in general because you could use Explosion. Please don't use Explosion. All I can ask is that you do not use Explosion. Please don't use Explosion. Is all I can ask. This will be some juicy experience, but please don't use Explosion. For the 50th time is all I can ask. Ooh, you got Bulldoze. Interesting. This would have been an interesting encounter. So I'll be honest. Like I said, I'm really leaning down towards the only Pokemon that we can sacrifice in this episode are Rexter, Suckerbird, and Pinelope. And I really was leaning more between Pinelope and Suckerbird. Those are the two that I'm having the biggest trouble deciding which one of those two I'd be okay with sacrificing, because I really like Tyrantrum. It's a dragon type. How often do you find dragon types? For us, not that often. And so I thought it'd be nice to hold on to, but if we would have gotten a Regirock that already has Bulldoze, it's a legendary technically, and I gotta feel like adding a legendary to the team, even at the expense of a dragon type, is a win. So this would have made things interesting. That may have swayed my decisions a bit. Unfortunately, the Mienshao does not really. Now, we don't have a fighting type on the team right now, so I could really just look at it as, you know, Focus Energy. No, we do not want that. Scout Chip, you will not learn Focus Energy. You know, I could really just look at that. We'll do one more battle in this grass just to see what else we could have gotten. We could really look at it as... What type are you? Ghost Grass, I think? Ghost Steel? Something like that? Now that could have made things interesting. I actually don't even know what type you are, so I don't even know what to fight you with. I think you're Ghost Water or Ghost Grass? I have no idea. I guess we'll find out when we bring in Suckerbird. Wrap. Well, that's unfortunate. I was just going to run away, but I guess we will not do that now. We will instead take you out. There's no point in doing too much grinding here because, no, please don't. Please don't, though. Please don't do that. Please don't do that. Thank you. I wonder how we would handle a situation if our encounter called for help. Would we be stuck with the Pokemon that we encountered, or if it called for help and something amazing came in, could we use that Pokemon? This is definitely Ghost Grass. 100% definitely Ghost Grass. Unfortunately, I am stuck. I have been wrapped and I cannot leave the battle, so we're going to have to sit here, maybe get a nice para on one of these discharges and get out of here eventually. It's definitely looking like we won't be doing the sacrifice until the very end of the episode, so that's a good thing, I guess. You know, originally I was thinking it might happen a little bit sooner, but these battles have been a little bit slow, and that's okay. Man, this would have been an interesting Pokemon to add to the team. I'm not gonna lie. I would have been fairly happy. Gyro Pokeball too. Good grief. The problem now, so I'm like, you know, narrowing down who I would sacrifice. I could still maybe sacrifice Rexter, although he just learned Bite. And he's got Strong Jaw. It would be really tough, I think, to convince me to sacrifice Rexter. Here's the arguments for both Zuckerberg versus Snover. We'll do some pros and cons. Here's the pros of Zuckerberg. It's a fully evolved Pokemon, whereas Snover is not fully evolved yet and won't be fully evolved for some time. However, once Snover does evolve, it has a potential Mega Evolution, which is very exciting, whereas Electros doesn't. Ability-wise, I gotta give the edge to Electros. Levitate is fantastic, gives us an immunity. Snover's Hail actually cost us a Pokemon over the course of this playthrough, so that's really not such a good ability that I'm not really enjoying so much. If you want to add that, you know, technically the loss of Handria was not on Snover. Even though Monty wrote a wonderful song in the comments that he would like me to sing, I haven't decided if I'm going to yet. Just because the Hail did end up losing us one of our party members, that blood is not on Pinelope's hands. So I haven't decided how I want to handle that yet. We're also losing a dual typing in Pinelope, in that it's grass and ice, whereas we would be losing just a single typing in Electros. Let's start doing some actual trainer battles because we do need to make some progress in today's episode. We definitely want Scout Chip to get a little bit of experience because lagging a little bit behind, not gonna lie. I think Pinelope is a good option to keep out as well. The problem is I should really... Oh, we have to fight that angsty boy today. Part of the problem is I should really decide who I'm going to sacrifice now, because then I should stop giving the other Pokemon experience, because once it's sacrificed, that experience was basically for nothing. It would be better served on a different Pokemon, you know? So it's tough. As far as which Pokemon, you know, let's pretend that the sacrifice doesn't matter. Because at this point, like I said, I don't have a good replacement for an electric type. And I do not have a good replacement for a grass ice type, I don't think. We've got Umbreon in the box, which is a dark type. We've got the Mega Lucario. I'll be honest, I'm probably going to add Mega Lucario to the team. Just because how ridiculous is it that we were able to find a wild Mega? That's not going to happen too often, and I want to enjoy that. Wait, what happened? Who am I? Okay, perfect. I was like, okay, I'm back. Level 16 Gardevoir, by the way. I was not paying attention to this battle in the slightest. Level 16 Gardevoir is horrifying. Not if it uses Wish. Wish is actually fine. We may be able to take you out in 2 turns, so that you don't even get the benefits of that Wish. Just kidding. That was little to no damage, and you took away my Razor Leaf. That makes it even more unlikely that we kill you in 2 turns. But maybe a Twin Needle from Arthropod could get the job done. It's probably not going to. Does Icy Wind also hit 2 targets? It does. We may still get the job done here. Disarming Voice. That also hits both targets. That didn't hit as hard as I thought it was going to. Obviously, Arthropod is going to be fine. Give me some good damage. Gardevoir is unfortunately going to receive this Wish. Jigglypuff has competitive? Since when? Yes! The Poison plus Hail actually might take it out this turn, but I think it'll get the Wish first. Is it going to get the Wish first? Do not get the Wish first. Please don't get the Wish. Excusez-moi. Please don't get the Wish, by the way. Gardevoir, don't get the Wish. Get Hailed. I gotta say, did Snover's Hail cost us an Apom? Yes. Did it cost him a Gardevoir? Yes, both can be true. Now, I wonder if he used Wish on the Jigglypuff, or did he use it on himself? Arthropod wants to learn Headbutt. I think I do actually prefer that to Fury Attack, so we'll get rid of Fury Attack. The chance to flinch is nice, although Arthropod will probably never go first, because he is a slow boy. That's okay, though. Pinelope is going to go to level 19. Ooh, another, did I already say this? Another area where I would give the edge to Pinelope. I like the nickname Pinelope. The Wish did not work, by the way. I like the nickname Pinelope better than I like the nickname Zuckerberg. Zuckerberg's a little uncomfortable. So if we just want to go based off of that too, if you want to factor that into the equation as well. Another thing, Snover, Penelope here, is putting in some work in double battles. All of its moves hit 2 targets, which is pretty good. I'm making a pretty strong case here for Penelope. The flip side of that is there are very few electric types in the game. We'll probably almost never run across another electric type. There's a ton of grass types in the game. It would be very easy for us to run into another grass type, so I don't know. I haven't decided. Like I said, I just wish today's encounter could have made that decision a little bit easier, but, you know, you can't always get what you want. Man, I lost again. Oh, it's time. Are you even taking this seriously? I am so seriously. I'm seriously enjoying it. Enjoying it? Ugh. You can enjoy Pokemon battling when you put everything you have into it, which clearly you haven't. Ugh. Whoa, hey, Jersh. This guy's a plenty scary. You're Jersh. Who? Actually, that's my Rowlet impression. Did you like that? So you have enough sense to be wary, not bad. I'm Gladian. Me and my partner, Type, Null, are trained to get stronger. We have to get stronger. Though most of our time these days goes to working for Team Skull as their muscle. Battle me. I won't take no for an answer. Look at that double piercing. He obviously will not take no for an answer. This will likely be an important battle. Maybe not. It's an important battle. And 6 Pokemon. His hand's glitching out. Starting with a Rowlet. I do not fear the Rowlet. I do fear the Reaper, though. We will switch 18. We are a little underleveled. Actually, we're not too bad underleveled. I forgot that Scout Chip was underleveled. Scout Chip caught up pretty quick, which is good. Unfortunately, when I add Mega Lucario to my team, he's going to be pretty worthless. What did I nickname Mega Lucario? What hit me for that much damage? What did you just hit me with that did a whole bunch of damage? Was that Assurance? Is that Assurance? I don't like that. What did you hit me with? Do it again. Was it Assurance? Feint Attack? What Pokemon do you normally have? I can't think off the top of my head of what Pokemon you would normally have. Feint Attack. Is it just Type Null? Do you usually only have Type Null? I guess that's a possibility. Why is this not super effective against Rowlet? Is Rowlet part flying to start off with? I know so much about Pokemon, guys. Nah, it's too early for a Super Potion. I was thinking about it. Another Twin Needle will take this Rowlet out. I guess I could go for Pex instead. Pex would still be super effective, but a crit... Dude, Arthropod is so valuable to the team. I cannot get over how much I love this Pokemon. Not gonna say favorite on team, because, you know, Maximilian got a nice spot in my heart right here, right on the end of the New England Patriots. That right in my heart. Scout Chip, you think you're ready to take on a Magmar? Scout Chip, you think you can take on a Magmar? I bet you could take on a Magmar. I know you are a little under-leveled, my whiskered friend, and this guy is 1 level above you, but I would like to think you could take this man out. Smokescreen, that's not a big deal. So it looks like this is going to have a normal Magmar moveset, which is not a big deal. The Smokescreen could be annoying if it makes it very difficult. Dude, it's a 2... Oh, that was a crit, never mind. I was going to say maybe a 2-shot, but with the crit, it's looking like unless we can snag another crit here, which stranger things have happened. Do you guys watch Stranger Things? It didn't happen, by the way. That's my question of the day for you today. Do you watch Stranger Things? And if so, never mind, I was going to say spoiler. I will not do that. Did you like this season? Did you like season 3? Well, it's not. I mean, it came out a couple weeks ago, obviously. Actually, almost a month ago at this point. Oh, 2 months ago at this point. Oh my gosh, time. Is it really 2 months ago? Yeah, it's September. Oh my gosh. Time flies when you're missing water guns. We could risk it here and do some stuff, but we don't want to, obviously, because we have no backup water types. This is the last water type we have. Man, if this guy's level 18, I'm actually quite scared of the trial. Trial's gonna be a little spoopy. Should be fine though. Unfortunately, we will not be able to keep Scout Chip in here because of this smoke screen. So even if he sends something that we could easily do some work against, we're gonna have to switch out. Those Scout Chip just grew to level 18, which is good. Once learned Razor Shell, which is also good. We will get rid of Water Sport in a heartbeat. Boom, 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 boom. My shiny teeth and me, shiny teeth, shiny teeth. I thought Season 3 of Stranger Things was very good. Pupitar, see, I would love to stay in. I would just love it. Man, you don't know how much I would just love to stay in against this thing. And maybe I could, but I really don't want to have to go through... He's gonna know Rock Slide. He's gonna know Rock Slide. You know he's gonna know Rock Slide. He's gonna know Rock Slide, right? Like, definitely gonna know Rock Slide. I think he's probably gonna know Rock Slide, so I'm gonna go into Rexter. He could have known Pursuit as well. That was probably not smart to do, but it's okay. Wing Attack! Who are you? Interesting. We'll go for the Core Enforcer. It's special, it's Dragon, it's not resisted, it's Stab. It's all a bunch of whole good things. It's got a really cool animation that I really enjoy watching. So that'll be fun to do. We'll go ahead and hit him with that Z power, and 2 of those will get the job done. I'm gonna take a bite. What would you have been that you know Wing Attack? You know Wing Attack? And Bite. Like a Zubat or a Crobat maybe? A Golbat potentially? I have no idea what you would have been replacing. I can't think of a single Pokemon with that moveset. Rexter leading the charge, going to level 21, getting there before Waxamillion. Look at that. Scout Trip going to level 19 in the process as well. Seal. He's coming in next. I think I will give this experience to Pinelope. It's a tough decision because obviously Pinelope and Rexter and Zuckerberg would both be great options against this thing. And it's not really a question... Oh, no, maybe I shouldn't have set up the Hail. The Hail can be sometimes scary in these longer battles because, you know, crazy things happen. By the way, I looked up, finally, that ability capsule because I wanted to see if I could get rid of the Hail on this thing. Unfortunately, the ability capsule does not work for hidden abilities. You cannot switch a Pokemon's ability and get its hidden ability by using the ability capsule. You can only switch between abilities of Pokemon that have multiple abilities. So Snover can only have the Snow Warning ability as its main ability. It has a hidden ability. I can't remember what it is, but you can't switch between them. You can only switch between the main 2. So, like for example, we got a Zigzagoon earlier, and Zigzagoon can have Gluttony or Pickup. So I could switch between Gluttony and pick up Zigzagoon if I wanted to. We cannot, however... What Pokemon's coming in? Don't know, but we're going to give Scout Chip some experience. We cannot, however, switch in between Slack Off. This should be fairly easy. I'm not super duper concerned unless you pop off something scary, which you shouldn't. You can't switch between a hidden ability, which would be very nice if we could, but we cannot. I've been Encored, which I didn't even use a move, so you're a silly Batukus, and I think we get 2 free turns here, because you're going to be loafing around. I think you might be loafing. Razor Shell, good damage. Ooh, not great damage. There's the Truant. Is it actually better for us to use Water Gun instead of Razor Shell? Let's find out right now by using a Water Gun instead of a Razor Shell. Answer, they're about the same. Doesn't really matter because we're going to take him out with a Water Gun next turn anyway. I think Razor Shell is not 100%... who set up a Water Sport? I think Razor Shell is not 100% accurate, so actually it's probably better for us to use the Water Gun instead of the Razor Shell, just because. Celebi, that's kind of scary, but it shouldn't be for Waxamillion. Keyword, shouldn't be. It shouldn't be scary for Waxamillion. Another Pokemon we could use this ability on is Waxamillion. We could switch out Flame Body for... Is Flash Fire your other ability? I think it might be Flash... I think it might be Flash Fire. So that would be an option as well. Hello, Celebi. We have not seen a lot of legendaries on screen. And this little Spring Onion... Thank you so much. Oh my gosh, you just made my life so much easier. I was just about to say how bad a situation this was going to be, because if he's pursuit trapping me, I can't move out, and that did enough damage that I wasn't going to be able to survive leaving. What I was going to say after that is if he's going to use pursuit, then we need to get a burn on him so that it does less damage, like you see right there. However, what I was scared of is Will-O-Wisp obviously does not have a 100% accuracy, and if we would have missed it there, we could have died to a crit, which would have been horrifying. We should be fine here. Now that it is burned, we should be fine here. The only way we would not be fine is if Celebi lands a crit, and I am not even messing around. This is Waxamillion on screen right now. If you think I'm messing with Waxamillion's life, no. I will let the burn take this thing out if I have to avoid a crit pursuit taking out Waxamillion. Now, I think we can survive a crit even from this range, so I am fine going for a Flame Burst here just to speed things up a little bit. But I was not going to do it. I wasn't going to do it. Even though it didn't happen, it could have. In a parallel universe where I did not heal, some poor Jersh out there just lost his Waxamillion because of that. Waxamillion goes to level 21, catching up to Rexter, which is wonderful, and Gladian is defeated. Ugh. How annoying. It's not that annoying. It's kind of fun. It's just a Pokemon battle, really. At the end of the day. It's not like me to slip up like that. I gotta keep fighting stronger opponents. Looks like I'm still not ready. What? That kid there, his Pokemon are weak. And sure, it's fine to enjoy battling. But this brat, he's just using that as an excuse not to try hard because he can't beat the Kahuna. Because he can't beat Hala when he's serious. You know, my grandma used to say, you think I'm strong? Oh, look at you, little Gladiator. Aren't you a real cool guy? Got him. Absolutely roasted by your homies. Guess it's no surprise a homeless kid turned out to be spineless too. You're gonna make fun of the kid for being, that's rude. No worries, we got enough backbone to cover for you. Don't make me fight him. Just give it up already. Huh? You know you can't beat me. You'll just get your Pokemon hurt for no reason. They're good Pokemon. We came all this way, and for what? For a big fat waste of time, thanks to you. If you hadn't gotten in our way, we could have stolen the totem Pokemon from Brooklyn Hill. Let's get out of here. Look, the Murkrow are crying. It's time we should be flying. Bars. Listen up, good Gladian. The boss doesn't like you. That's true. But when you're just some hired help we keep around for when we needs you, you ain't part of Team Skull, not really, and you'll never be. Got it? You better get it. Okay, well, the angsty jogger wearing boy is gone. Let's move. It's sacrifice time, unfortunately. Thanks, Jersh, and to I too. You both gave it your all. Here's a free heal. Looks like I got a train on my team if I'm going to take on that trial of Brooker Hill Nails. Here, take these with you. You're going to need them. Can't use them, but I appreciate it for the monies. See you later. Okay. We've arrived at the Pokemon Center. There may be one more battle. 2 more battles? Really nothing here? Really nothing here? Oh, it all just loops. There may be one more battle we need to engage in. Is there an item in there? There is an item in there, isn't there? We're gonna have to sneak in. No encounters, no encounters. Look at that. There's a double battle, which we need to engage in. Okay, before we do that double battle, I think I'm going to make the sacrifice now because we probably want... Could have a Venomoth, interesting. I think we want that double battle for Mega Lucario when we pull it out of the box. Is this another encounter over here? Or a battle? There's a couple battles here. And I think, again, we need to save those. Oh my gosh, we could have had the beauty that is Dunsparce. I'm actually very happy with my Mienshao. Take back what I said. Take these broken counters and let it fly again. Are we really going to get through the entire trial in the next episode? It's going to be rough, but don't look at me. It's going to be rough, but we're going to try our bestest. Is that even possible? We may need to do one more of these battles in today's episode. Okay, so here's the time for the sacrifice. Let's look at these beautiful Pokemon. We know who it's down to Zuckerberg and Pinelope. As I said, Monty made his case in the comments down below as for who it should be, which was Pinelope, and it came with a wonderful song to the tune of the Pokemon Center song. Maybe you could sing it. Just warning you, it bad. Here's his lead in, a little bit of lead in. Guess who gets sacked off at the next trial? What they did was quite vile. Pinelope with her deadly hail should just be locked up in jail. We'll stop there because it's not I'm sorry. But as you can see, there was a request to murder Pinelope. Yo, Rotom, don't ask me about Gladion. There was a request to murder Pinelope because Pinelope murdered one of our own. And I can see, oh, we have so many fighting types. We have so many fighting types. And I can understand that. I understand where you're coming from when you ask that. Also, as I've said, you know, we've got the issue here of losing dual typing versus singular typing. Losing the levitate ability versus an ability I don't really care about. It's a toughie, but after giving it plenty of thought, by the way, Mega Lucario is definitely joining the team. Fighting Steel type, I want it. I want it. I want it, okay? I want it. And that's what I want you to know. Clashley is joining the team. Male, female, male, 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 male. This is a team dominated by the boys. Which means we gotta get rid of one of the boys. We gotta even this out a little bit. Zuckerberg the Electros. I think we are gonna go ahead and sacrifice Zuckerberg. It's sad. Been here since like Route 1. One of our earliest encounters without a doubt. A fully evolved Pokemon. It hurts to get rid of. You haven't really changed a whole lot since we first captured you, though. I don't think you've learned any new moves or anything. We will miss the electric typing for sure. But I will not miss saying the name Zuckerberg. So we will get rid of Zuckerberg. We're going to add Clashley to the party very quickly. And I think we're going to end with this double battle right here just to... Because the whole next episode is going to be this trial. Which is going to be terrifying. So I may want to speed this process up here by getting rid of some of these encounters a little bit early. Oh, we can heal, by the way. We can heal. I totally forgot. We just did our sacrifice, which means we can heal. Not that we really need to, but it's nice. It's a nice option to have. I should also buy a bunch more potions because we've used a decent amount in today's episode. I'm just excited to have Mega Lucario. Am I even going to be able to find, for the layout, am I even going to be able to find art of a Mega Lucario? I have no idea. If I have to borrow some from like DeviantArt or something, I will leave the link to the artist's work or the artist's profile in the description below if I have to take that route. But I'm hoping I'll just be able to find a Pokemon card with Mega Lucario on it. I haven't collected Pokemon cards in such a long time. I don't know if they ever did Megas on there. It would make sense for them to, I suppose. So I could see them doing it. Okay, yeah, double battle. Double battles are scary. I typically, in locks like this, avoid them when I can because they can be very, very scary. A Buizel and a Nidoking. This is scary for Pinelope, who, by the way, just survived the cut. So I would really like... Why does she got a little purple on her? Why you got the purple on the name? We are obviously going to take Clashley out of here because under-leveled. Yikes, nobody really wants to come in. Probably Arthropod is the best option because Arthropod is good against everybody. Do we go for the... Let's lower some speed with some Icy Winds. You risk a miss here. No, don't you dare. We resist that, so we should be fine. Don't even think about it. Don't even think about touching my Mega Lucario. Double kick coming in. That's fine as well. That would have hurt really bad if we would have stayed in. And that double kick could still hurt a whole bunch on Pinelope, obviously. Yikes. The double kick is going to hurt a lot if you go for it on Pinelope. What do you do here? What do you do here? What do you do here? I think you go... I think I got to headbutt the Nidoking. I think I have to prioritize getting that Nidoking out of here, which means going for another Icy Wind as well. Quick attack coming in on Penelope. This double kick's going to hurt. You went for the Peck instead, which is interesting, but does less damage, so I'm fine with it. I am 100% okay with this development. Okay, we get a little bit of speed lowering once again. Double speed lowering. We may outspeed you next turn, which is good. And the headbutt plus the hail combination is going to take out the Nidoking. That's what you like to see. That is what you like to see. And we didn't lose a Pokemon in this double battle. I may go fight Farmer Jim as well. We got a little bit of time here. You know, we're a little over scheduled, but once you're... It's like, you know, if you're already going to be 5 minutes late for something, there's really no difference in being 30 minutes late for something. Unless it's like the birth of your child or something. Ashley wants to learn Power Up Punch right off the bat. What does Feint even do? This attack hits a target using a move, so... Doesn't seem that exciting to me. Clashley's going to learn Power Up Punch, which is really good. We now have a viable setup Pokemon, which is crazy. Let's go for the Razor Leaf on the Buizel. I like Buizel. I kind of feel like Buizel's a bit of an underrated Pokemon. It's really cute. Nobody ever gives Buizel any credit as a 4th gen water boy. Were there really even that many good water type Pokemon in 4th gen? Obviously, Piplup is my favorite starter, so I never used a lot of water types. Buizel's a decent option. Clashley goes to level 16, by the way. We've defeated the double battle. What other 4th gen water types are there? Not Basculin. Basculin was 5th gen. Finian and Luminian, that's pretty forgettable. No offense, but pretty forgettable, Finian and Luminian. Other 4th gen water types. I got almost none coming to mind. If you guys can think of any, let me know in the comments, because I cannot think of any 4th gen water type Pokemon beyond those. There has to be more. Mantike if you count it, but that's... Mega Kangaskhan, huh? Mega Kangaskhan, huh? Mega Kangaskhan, huh? We may be fine to stay in, but I'm scared. I'm scared, so I'm going to go into Arthropod. A Mega Kangaskhan is not something you mess around with. There's a reason it's banned. Going for the Fake Out. It's going to do some damage. But actually not too bad because we're an Arthropod. Okay, let's try to snag a nice little poison on this thing. What kind of moves you going to have? The Leer's scary. The Leer is very scary, actually. Because you're strong, obviously. Snag a poison. Snag a poison and I'll switch out. Snag a poison, I'll switch out. You didn't snag the poison. I'm going to stand for one more Twin Needle. I do not think you have anything that could kill me here. A Bite. Yeah, we resist that. We resist that. We do not resist that because it is no longer 5th gen. 6th gen. Whichever generation they switched it in. Silly me. Okay, we didn't snag a poison. I still think we're good to stay in and get the job done here. As long as we heal and then go for one more Twin Needle, we can get out of this battle. Man, that's scary. For some reason, I thought it was a double battle at first because I saw the 2 Pokemon come out. You're going to crit me, really? Well, if you crit me there, then at least I know that I can survive one more of anything you do, so... Unless you were to pop out something ridiculous like a Flame Punch or Fire Punch or something, but you didn't, which I'm appreciative of because I can now take you out here. Please take you out. Thank you. Appreciate it. You have one more Pokemon I saw. You got one more Pokemon. Who's it going to be? Clashley's going to level 17. Clashley catching up like it's his job. Her job? Her job. Clashley. Clashley come back out. We have a Ledian coming in hot. Just like a Fajita. Man, I like seeing that Mega Lucario on screen, I'm not gonna lie. Even though, like I said, the weird tentacle things are not my favorite, it's nice to see. You think Clashley can take on a Ledian? I would certainly hope so. Though we don't have much to hit you with, I would certainly hope we could take you on. Back up, I'll take you on. It's strong to take on anyone. I know that you... Okay, Light Screen prevents special attacks, so that doesn't matter. I'm just going to hit you with a boosted Metal Claw, and you're going to die. I got really scared when I saw Mach Punch, and then I remembered it's a Ledian punching me. So I'm no longer scared. Ledian goes down, which is great for us. Clashley goes to level 18 in the process. Look at that. Catching up in no time. Ketchup, mustard, all of them. She is here. Ready to party. Okay. Now I'm going to end this episode. I think there's going to be a Cabral in there. Are you a... Is this a Pokemon trainer, or are you just going to give me something? The fact that we're not in a battle right now makes me think you're just going to give me something. So I would like you to do that. I would like you to just give me something. Oh, that's beautiful. Don't even have to Mega Evolve. Think of how many frames we're saving of not having to press the Mega Evolution button. And also I would have had to find the Mega Stone, which is... cool. Thanks for the info, Sunny Jim. You know, there's some crazy... The odds of finding Magmar. The odds of finding a Mega Stone out there, pretty slim, I would guess. There's no way you outspeed me, right? Thank goodness. The odds of us finding the Mega Stone would be slim to none, so we probably would have never gotten a Mega other than just finding one in the wild, so I'm pretty happy with this overall. This is where we're going to end today's episode, though. In the next episode, we will be taking on the trial of Brooklet Hill. Another sacrifice has been made, but it had to happen. Zuckerberg, you did a lot for this team. I appreciate you quite a bit. You helped us a lot in the early game, but unfortunately, the tribe has spoken, and it was your time to go. But we got Clashley on the team now, so that's very exciting for me. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys did enjoy, please consider showing some support down below in the form of liking the video, commenting, subscribing. They all help out an extreme amount. And if your grandma likes sacrifices, don't forget to share with your grandma, because Mega Lucario's on the team now and she's going to want to see that. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.